Hello, we're coming into Lone Pine, and there's Mount Whitney up there. So I'm a little nervous seeing its size. See you when we're hiking. Here's the ranger station. It's where we're going to get our permit to go on to Mount Whitney.
Look over here. Pretty good view of the mountain right there.
And there's a good view of Whitney right there. Okay, bye. This is a nice three-dimensional map of California. See here, San Bernardino, and that sign says Pacific Crest Trail, so we'd be somewhere in those mountains, and there'd be Mojave National Reserve, Las Vegas. There's the border between California and Nevada. And there's White Mount. There it is, Mount Whitney. That's the mountain we're going to be climbing. Okay, see you when we're hiking. These are our permits that will allow us to climb Mount Whitney legally. Without it, we'd be climbing illegally, which would not be very good. Well, see you soon.
Portal Road. We're doing this for Connor since he can't see past my noggin in the back seat. You can see what I think is the peak there. The wind's supposed to be blowing 70 miles an hour tonight, and you can see those blown out cirrus clouds up there. It looks like it's going to be interesting.
We just got to our group campsite and Connor has already crossed a river and disappeared. We're calling him back to set up camp.
Hello, this is the portal at base camp right before the trail, and these are all our tents. This is my family's tent. And this is another family's tent that we have coming with us from Orange County. And it's really beautiful around here, but it's really rocky. You can't see Mount Whitney. Let me see if I can get from a scale how high one of the low mountains are. Yikes. And I'm going to show you how our bear box works. It's meant to keep out bears. The bears can still smell it, but they can't get to it.
There's all our gear.
There's all our gear with all our food and anything scented.
Here, lock it. Back up there, son. That's a little close for anybody. And you lock it, because a bear can't figure out how to work a handle, I don't think. I can't even figure out how to work a handle. Lock, keys out. Let's make sure we have this wrapped around so it doesn't go anywhere. And we have our lanterns for when we get back tonight.
Yes.
All right. See you.
All right, and these signs tell a little bit about Whitney. Accidents, we don't want to have that. And bear warnings, leave no trace.
Hello, this is me on the trail. We just stopped to look at a beautiful waterfall. It's called Lone Pine Creek. You can't see it through the camera, but you sure can see it. But you sure can.
You're off the lens, Connor. There we go. Okay, we'll check in soon.
This is Lone Pine Creek. This is the creek that we saw from far away that we couldn't see. It's really beautiful. And the water's really clear. Here's an example. of Mount Whitney. It's amazing. It goes from really rocky and basically no plants to highly vegetated and really shady. Hello, this is a neat little bridge here
You fall in, Con.
that we're going over. A little swamp. It's marshy, covered with water, and I definitely do not want to drink that water.
Here, sorry, John. I'll move. The poles have to come off the path.
Some of this, Connor?
Yeah,
Awesome.
this is
Johnny.
it's a little difficult to balance with none of my hands free. Because one hand I'm holding my poles, the other hand I'm holding the camera and trying to point it towards the bridge. Ooh. And here's a little stream. My mom wants me to put it away so I can balance. We're entering the Whitney zone. Now this is when our permits come in handy. And it also, I think, means that we're 3 miles in on our first day of hiking. We are walking up a ridge, and all of a sudden, in the first day of hiking, we came across this beautiful alpine meadow really high up. And there's lots of streams and rivers and stuff. And right now, I'd say I've hiked 4 miles out of the 6 we have to do today. Okay, bye. This is a video from above the tree line, and you can see how far we've hiked. You can see a little bit down there, and we're about 4 miles in on our first day of hiking, and I'm getting pretty tired here. We're at about 11,000 feet, and that is the last tree above the tree line. Hello, this is about 30 minutes from our first base camp. Trail camp.
Trailside meadow.
And this is Trailside Meadow. It's really beautiful here with lots of different colored grasses and streams. But it's slowly getting colder as we get higher up the mountain. Okay, here we're close to trail camp and we almost finished our first day of hiking. That's Consolation Lake, and you can see how much we've hiked. That's only about half of it, all the way down.
Side, okay? Look.